Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors to all elders and apostles of GMS, the Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. Shalom, shalom. And this is Brother Nabali here with another lesson, all right? And this lesson, all right, pretty much, gets into this video that I came across, all right, from Jeremiah 144 here on TikTok. And it says here, right-wing protester calls for violence while standing next to ICE. And it says, we executed one of you yesterday. All right, so, this is, great tribulation. All right, civil unrest is amongst the tribes, man. Jacob's trouble, all right, is getting ready to explode at any moment. All right, so, I just wanted to make this video, man, because, the closer and closer we get, to, these prophecies, or the closer we get, to the end of Esau's rulership, all right, things are going to continue to escalate, continue to get worse. All right, now this is an Edomite, inciting violence. All right, he's inciting violence, man. All right, and this is only going to continue to escalate throughout the time. All right, so I'm going to play this video. We're going to get into some scriptures, and Lord's will, this lesson is edifying. All right. And I also want to say, this is for edification purposes only, all right? This is for edification purposes only. I'm not making, any money off of this, all right? Just, just throwing this out there, all right? And, putting, what's being put out there, via the media, all right? All right, man. So this is what's going on, man. It's only going to continue to escalate from here. All right, as we get closer and closer to the end of Esau's rulership. All right. So with that being said, I just want to get straight to the point. Get into a few scriptures. All right. Let's get Salakia. Let's get the book of Matthew 24 and 21. Get a book of Matthew 24 and 21, and it says here, Salakia 24 and 21. All right, and it says, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. All right, so this, some of the worst times, in the history, all right, of being in captivity is coming amongst, the Israelites, man. All right. And we know this as Jacob's trouble. All right. That great tribulation. This is going to be, it's going to be the climax of Jacob's trouble. All right. It's going to, it's going to be war, famine, persecution, martial law, economic, collapse. All right. It's going to be so much going on in this time, man. All right. So these are the times that we're approaching, man. All right. And it's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. All right. It's called Jacob's trouble for a reason. All right. It's not everyone's trouble. It's Jacob's trouble. Well, you can say everyone's trouble, but, it's mainly for Jake, man, for Jacob. All right. So, hey, man, it tells you in the book of 2 Timothy, man, perilous times. All right, let's get that. And then we're going to go into that word, what is it? Perilous. 2 Timothy 3, and 1, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. All right. Now let's look up this word perilous and see what it says here. All right. Because these are the times that we're in. All right. We're in very perilous times. It says hard to do, to take, to approach, hard to bear, troublesome, dangerous, a harsh, fierce savage. All right, so we're coming in some dangerous times. Those are the times that we're coming in. We're coming in dangerous times, man. We're seeing an Edomite inciting violence. All right, and we're going to see that all throughout Babylon, man. We're going to see violence all throughout Babylon the Great taking place. All right, we're going to see persecution taking place. All right, we're going to see war taking place. All right, civil unrest taking place. All right, we're going to see all these things taking place here in Babylon the Great. All right, as we get closer to the end of Esau's rulership. All right, so let's get here to the book of Daniel's. Let's get the book of Daniel 12, and we can start at 1. See, and you see the heading. It says the time of the end, right? It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. All right. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. All right. And written in what book? The book of life. All right, and only the elect is going to be delivered. At this time, it's going to get so bad. All right, that Michael, he's going to have to intervene. All right, he's going to have to stand up. All right, for Israel. All right, for the nation of Israel, for the elect at that time. All right, because like I said, it's going to be a bunch of persecution going on, a lot of death going on in this time. All right. Especially, seeing these Edomites, man, inciting this violence, man. The evils are gonna continue to increase. All right. What does Ezekiel 7 say? Evils and only. Let's get that. Let's get the book of Ezekiel. Let's get the book of Ezekiel. What is it? 7 and trying to think. Yeah, it's Ezekiel 7. Let me see. 7 and 5. It says, this is Ezekiel 7 and 5. It says, thus said Yahweh Shai, and evil and only evil, behold, is come, and the end is come, and the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. All right. So, evil is come, and we're clearly at the end. All right, we're at the end. The violence and persecution. All right, death, famine, wars. Things are going to continue to escalate and get worse, man. All right, these are the times that we're in, man. We're in very, very perilous times right now. All right, we're in very perilous times. All right, let's get the book of Jeremiah 30 and 7. All right. This is Jeremiah 30 and 7, and it says, alas, all right. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who shall be saved out of the elect? All right, only the elect is going to make it, because 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed here. 2/3 of our people are going to get put to death, all right, and die. Okay. 2/3, only 1/3 of Israel is going to make it. All right, that 1/3, all right, includes the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. All right, are the only ones that are going to make it here. Okay, that's according to the scriptures, man. Okay, so these scriptures that I'm reading, man, these are end time prophecies that are taking place, or that are getting ready to take place and are getting ready to come to pass, man. All right, famine and chaos, man. It's gonna be famine, chaos. It's gonna be a bunch of these things going on in these cities, man. Persecution. All right. Matter of fact, let's get the book Isaiah 19 and 2. All right. Where's the book of Isaiah 19 and verse 2? Or we can start at 1. It says, the burden of Egypt. Behold, Yahweh Shemau Shai rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. And the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst thereof. Verse 2, the point. And I will set Egyptian against Egyptian. All right. And the modern day Egyptians are these Edomites. Okay. And it says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. All right, so this is what's getting ready to come about here at Babylon the Great. All right, you see, that's what's chaos is getting ready to take place. All right, as we seen in that video, man. All right, that Edomite is ready for violence. He's ready. Esau's ready to go to war, man. They're gonna go to war amongst each other. All right, they're gonna go to war amongst each other, and they they're gonna go seeking to devour, and smite Jake, man. All right, that's what's getting ready to take place. All right, these Edomites are ready to take Jake out, man. These Edomites are ready to take each other out. All right, that's the times that we are in, man. We're in some real perilous times, man. Real perilous times. All right. I was thinking about a scripture right now. What I was gonna say. Oh man, I forgot. It'll come to me. But there was another scripture. It was a Second Esdras. Let's get the book of Second Esdras. Second Esdras right here. Second Esdras 15. No thanks. Let's get the book of Second Esdras 15. And Lord's will, I pray this is lesson, it's edifying, man. I just try to get straight, straight to the point. Second Esdras 15. What is it, 16? Yeah, 16. Let's see. We'll start at 14. All right, it says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. All right, woe meaning destruction. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draw nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right, that's civil war, man. That's civil war. That's chaos. That's all hell breaking loose. All right, it says, for this should be sedition among men in invading one another, and they shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. All right, so there's going to be sedition among men. All right, it's going to be a bunch of violence taking place, man. It's going to be to the point to where it's going to be out of the control, of the law, of the law, man. It's going to be lawlessness, man. All right, it's going to be out of control. All right, the officers, the whatever, the police officers, peace officers, whatever that's going to be out there, they're not going to be able to control the situation. All right, that's how out of hand that this is going to get, and that's the spirit that Yahweh Shemau Shai is going to put on these people. All right, that's exactly what's going to take place. Okay. Let's see. I wanted to get the book of what is it? The book of what is it? Luke. Let's go back over here. What is it? The book of Luke. Is it 21? 21. No, that's not it. What is it? Oh, Matthew 24. What is it? Matthew 24 right here. This is Matthew 24:9. Yeah, this is Matthew 24:9. It says, then they shall deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right. So this is all going to be part. This is going to be part of Jacob's trouble as well. All right, persecution. That's what's coming upon. Part of Jacob's trouble is persecution, man. Why? Because those that follow Yahweh Shemau Shai, they're gonna be, be be put into prisons, man. As it says, was in the book of, I think it's Revelations 2:10, I believe. That some of us gonna be thrown into prison. All right, so this is just, one of the many things that's gonna get ready to take place. Here in Babylon the Great, man. All right, so that great tribulation is that great tribulation is amongst the tribes, man. Silver and rest is amongst us, man. It's amongst the tribes, man. All right, so we're in world perilous times right now. All right, so with that being said, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash, and double honors to our elders and apostles of Geometric Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And this is Brother the Bible. Until the next lesson, Shalom, Shalom.